Hey all, it's Vera. I'm doing a reading. It's time stamped at the Libra new moon here at the end of September 2019. But whenever you watch it and it feels relevant, then it is. Okay, a little trouble shuffling. Get the King of Swords, clarity. There's a clarity here. And there's magic. Magic, clarity, curiosity, innocence. Magic, clarity, curiosity, and innocence are some of our themes. And it's the innocence that's shot through with experience. Okay. So we are moving out of any structures that felt incorrect to carry our soul's shape, landing into and creating structures that allow us to know and to be and to fully experience our wholeness. I had a couple of intense download readings recently. If you want to look at the, actually probably the last 5 that are on this playlist. It's been, one of the astrologers I follow was saying that it's going to be a September to remember, and I'd say yes, and we still have a few days left. And for me, it started on the very first day. Okay. I'm looking at, if you've watched my previous ones, you'll know. There aren't any polarities anymore, so like nothing is the runner chaser. I don't even want to bring that into it. Masculine and feminine energies are in all of us. All of the old definitions are falling away, morphing. Categories that used to be useful or even relevant are shifting mightily. Okay, so what I'm looking at is twin flame knowing, divine union energy. Okay, we have the Fool repeating again, and this Fool is such a strategic Fool, not in any kind of manipulative way, really, not manipulative in a bad way, strategic in her clarity, Joan of Arc, and full of self-trust, just blazoned in self-trust. And okay, all right. I'm not wanting to take this, so I'm going to take it. The 4 of Cups. So that's part of the twin flame knowing. So don't resist your knowing. Don't resist the music that is your life. Don't resist your knowing. And don't resist taking your true place. Knowing who you are. I said in a private reading, you know who you are. And you can trust in that knowing. And from that trust, right relationships are able to evolve and become really part of your life, and dreams to come true. And dreams to come true. Okay, so allow yourself the knowing of who you are. It's really all you need to do. It's really all you need to do. Allow yourself the knowing, the inhabiting and the celebration of your wholeness, and love yourself and be curious. Okay, and then the energy of divine union, reality, and this light coming into these places that have been hidden, frozen, scared, disoriented because we've been taught to orient ourselves to these false structures, and this incredible photonic light is pouring through and is not only pouring into our atmosphere as earthlings and into our brains and our knowing and our consciousness, but is that as our hearts pulse starlight, which is source love. Okay? Also, we have the Magician here. So the divine union reality is magic. How is Chiron? The energy of Chiron. As to me, we come into a place where we are not looking for clarity again, and groundedness, and the absolute knowing and joy in experiencing life as oneself and creating more life from that. You know, in all sorts of ways. Okay, another grounded dreams come true. Oh my gosh, and we got the 9. We got the 9 of Cups twice. We got the Magician twice. This eagerness, but it's being steadied because it's reciprocal. Okay? We can trust in the mystery. The mystery is not this big scary monster in these chains. The mystery is how much these hearts know that they need to be together, that is their alignment. And as all of us on earth, I don't know if there's a video that one of my daughters and I used to love to watch from, I think the place is called the Heart Math Institute, but it's about how hearts recognize each other and when everybody's living in the wholeness of their heart, how that illuminates the planet. And they have a cool graphic of it. When relationships are in right alignment and societies are made so that we may all live with a sense of our identity and integrity. That's paraphrasing the Lakota scholar, lawyer, and political activist, Fine Deloria Jr. Okay. The 6 of Wands. So again, another one. This is kind of a desolate journey. The Six of Swords, necessary but not easy, toward the life of your dreams, the life that makes sense for you, the life that embraces your wholeness tenderly, and in which you can expand and just enjoy the sumptuousness of your own gorgeous consciousness and creativity and curiosity, but just really the sumptuousness of your own consciousness. And this is coming toward that in a more like the battle or the hardship is past, and now you can come into this new time with a sense of celebration. How are the ancestors supporting us? This one just flipped out. Again, reciprocity. So there's a history and there's a way that people have worked together, and we can draw upon that. But there's there's also a way that the ancestors are working with us in reciprocal motion at this time to help bring this gorgeous experience and renewal to Earth. And then how is Chiron? Oh, right, I had started that, but now, anyway, I got distracted, but that's okay. Everything is okay. Chiron, as the ancestors may have understood, is the wounded healer. Is helping us. We got the Knight of Wands twice. We got the 9 of Cups twice. We've got a lot of things repeating. So the eagerness to heal, the eagerness to come into alignment, the eagerness to live within this knowing and within this reality. But then also in a new way, how is Chiron helping us? Communication, so this ability to communicate from the depths that perhaps has not really been available for centuries, except to very few, you know, like this is just the immediacy of our communication with Source and with each other, and coming from the depths and wholeness of the self. This communication, this vibrant, alive, trustworthy, and valid and happy, joyful communication between sumptuous consciousnesses. And I wanted to say something about that. I feel that we're moving into this time where it can be the wholeness that heals, not the wound. We've come through the wounding times. I know that that's not, you know, as things are playing out on Earth, a lot of difficult, extremely terrible things are happening right now also. And that this is not to like spiritually bypass anything, but I think to come to framing our understanding of each other as a wholeness, not as a wound, and to always know that the fullness is the depth reality, the fullness of each bright soul existing, each atom of life, each droplet of Source love. We can walk away from any way that we've had to defend ourselves, you know, maybe by saying like, well, this happened to me and that's why I can't, or, you know, whatever, any way that we've had to defend ourselves from ourselves, like things we were scared to even understand or look at within ourselves, for whatever reason. I'm getting to the point in the reading where there's things like I almost don't have language for. To know that our tenderness is okay, and to know it so well that we can communicate it really easily and without fear. Because we move into a world where it is safe for all of us to do that. As we do that, as each of us draws upon the courage to do that, we create a world where we all may do that, and we hold each other in love. I'm going to show you the cards. There are so many cards. I might show you again, like the ones that are repeating. And love to you, and thank you for listening. And if you want a private reading, I love to do those, so just get in touch with me. Okay, so what did we have repeating? We had the Ace of Swords. Did that repeat? We had the Ace of Swords. Do we have other swords? Well, we have these swords with the light coming down to release us from any fear. These are hallowed places. These are hallowed places. And they may be healed. We got the Six of Swords. And then we have all these nines. A grounded dream come true. Dream come true. Where'd the other one go? Dream come true. We got the Magician twice. We got the Fool twice. Oh, right, and we got the King of Swords. We started with the King of Swords. So there's this clarity. We got 2 4s. Okay, so we're moving. Yeah, we're just, you could listen back over if you want to. Wow, okay. And so just really to trust in yourself, to trust in your knowing. Trust in your knowing. The wholeness of it. Wands and wands. And wands. So much love to you all. So much. Maybe I'll just take one more just for fun here at the end. Which one am I going to take it from? An advice card. This will be an advice card, okay, guys? Oh, to just know that it's happening. Even if you're feeling, so we got another repeat. Even, you know, there's still moments of fear, obviously. This is old and always and eternal, but it's also new. Bringing it into this grounding. And so just to know, just to trust, you know, and even if you're just floating here, or even if you're, you know, you've made a lot of effort and now you're letting the tide take you, that's totally okay, you know. wherever you are, it's okay. And you can trust that this is happening.